I'm Julia Percy. I'm one of the 7 trustees here at the Children's Bereavement Centre, and I've been privileged to be part of the charity for over 16 years now. I started with the Children's Bereavement Centre through my work at school as a school nurse. I was dealing with bereaved children at school, looking after them in their sorrow and grief, and I heard about what was then called Sue's Place, and Sue Tomlinson was the founder of what is now the Children's Bereavement Centre, and Sue had a vision of providing a service, a local service for children. This was ideal, this was perfect in my profession. I had somebody else trying to do the similar sort of work, and together Sue and I supported these children, and that's how it really started 20 years ago.
My name's Janet Fincham and I'm a volunteer at the Child Bereavement Centre. I worked as a community child health nurse, which was a glorified name for school nurse in this area, and we had a little girl in one of my schools who'd been present when they found her brother who had taken his own life. I didn't know of anybody, so I asked around, and social services suggested that I spoke to Sue Tomlinson, who at that time was in charge of the hospice in Newark. And after that, a lot of people who needed bereavement help for children started to ask Sue if she could help. When the Child Bereavement Centre was set up, I was really pleased that there was somewhere where children could have help fairly swiftly.
2007, we moved to Appleton Gate, where we were able to support the children better rooms, better facilities for them. About 2014 we moved to Kings Road. We were able to have more staff to support the children, and teenagers. We were able to develop the service.
It has done so much good over the past 20 years for so many people, not only the children but their families, and changed so many lives that I'm very proud to be part of it.
I was 10 years old when I first came here, and then we went on an overnight residential, and then I came here because my granny and my uncle died when I was a very young age. It's really helped over the year and a half I've been doing it, and Paul has been really helping me sometimes, and we do loads of board games and stuff that helps me forget about the sadness and just makes me feel happier that we're doing that.
My name's Helen, and we access the support from the Children's Bereavement Centre for my 2 children, Dylan and Jack, following the loss of my mum and my brother quite close together. For children, you know, certainly for my son Dylan, who's learnt new techniques and tools to deal with his anger and his grief, and found ways which comforts him, I think it may be 5 years' time, 10 years' time, but those tools will come into practice again. So it's maybe not all the time, but they've certainly been embedded, and I think that's amazing, and we can only thank you enough for that.
My name's Jessica. I'm 25 now, and I was 14 when I accessed the centre. The support that I had here definitely changed my life going forward after I accessed the support here. No one else in my life other than my family who were dealing with what I was dealing with, and coming here and accessing the camp, for example, where I met 3 other girls who were my age who'd been through very similar things. It made me feel a bit more normal, which I needed.
My name is Chloe. I was 13 when I accessed support from the centre, and I'm 21 now. I lost my dad when I was 7 years old, and also lost my granddad about a year and a half later. And it was when I was about 13 when, you know, I started to feel the effects of that, needed to deal with it. That's when I came to access support from the centre. I made a memory book for my dad and a memory book for my granddad, and then on the camp, the bereavement camp that I went on, I made a memory box that was just for dad, and I still have them all now, and I still have all the other little bits that I made along the way and that sort of thing. I've not thrown any of it away because it's just nice to look back on. You know, you'll never really make things like that again. I definitely think the support I've had at the centre will last for my life. I think it's definitely shaped me as who I am today, and how I deal with things going forward, and my emotions, and how I tackle difficult situations. I think I'll always carry that with me, and the things that I learnt here are definitely skills I'll take forward into adulthood and the rest of my life.
My name's Ollie Shepherd and I came to the TBC when I was 13 in 2004 when I lost my dad. I think the support I was given was essential because without it I wouldn't be who I am today, and I think I would have more deep down issues in regards to emotional problems and not being able to sort of give emotion or be more suppressed from a sort of childhood trauma of losing my dad. There needs to be a service without question for children bereaved, because them early years, as I know, and whatever else of development, without that sort of helping hand with your emotions, especially at that sort of crucial young age, can cause massive problems further down the line.
I'm Kate Baxter, the Chief Exec of the Children's Bereavement Centre. So the children that come to the Children's Bereavement Centre are facing the most extraordinary challenge, and that is the death of somebody that they love or somebody that's affected by terminal illness. And although many children won't need our support, there are lots out there that do, and they need support to help them to lead real happier and healthier lives to get through this really, really difficult time. We know there's a real need for what we do. It grows year on year as people's understanding of the benefits of talking and being with specialists who can really help them, as that increases, more and more people are going to want and need support. And I just hope that the Children's Bereavement Centre can be there for them. It's going to be challenging, we know that, with the current climate that there is, and I'm sure there'll be more challenges that will come up in the next 20 years. But we are so fortunate that our local community get behind us and really support us, and with their help through fundraising, donations, volunteering, I'm sure that we'll be here for many, many years to come and help even more children, thousands of more children, I hope, in the next 20 years.